Take a moment to visualize your wealthy future self fully expressing the creative impulses of your inner child. How does it feel to play and create for the simple joy of expressing what wants to be birthed through your heart? That's what it all comes down to, is how it feels. We think that we want to manifest these specific things into our life, whether it's more money, this perfect relationship, start a family, find your calling, or some other thing. But at the core, what we want is to feel a certain way that we expect that thing will make us feel. And one of the most powerful effects of visualizing your future self who already has what you want is not because you then will attract that specific thing that they have in the visualization, but instead because you're paying attention to how that future version of yourself feels. And because in the visualization you're actually experiencing that feeling yourself, you bring that feeling from the future into the present. Time is an illusion, so the future version of yourself who already has everything that your heart desires exists right now. And when you embody that feeling that they're feeling at this moment, the world is a mirror, and the reflection of the outer world will begin to shift to match that frequency or that feeling that you're embodying in your visualization practice. This is an incredibly powerful practice that you can do at any time, and you can try it through meditation, but for some other people it also works through journaling, where you journal as if you are your future self and notice how your body feels. And it's fun to include all of the things that you think you want or that your heart wants, because that'll help give you the feeling. But ultimately, the purpose of doing that is to get you in that vibrational state where you feel good internally. Your heart feels happy and feels full. Because if you're feeling good, the specific things that you've manifested into your life aren't so important. Because maybe some of the things that you visualize your future self having, that your heart desires in this moment, are things that aren't even what your heart truly wants at the deepest level. Maybe the universe has things in store for you that are better suited to give you the feeling that you want to experience, that your ego or mind can't even come up with at this time. So it's helpful to think about specific things if it allows you to give you that good feeling, but ultimately there is a level of surrender and trust that the universe may know what you want better than you do, which allows you to stay open while still having a direction to go. So take a moment, right now we can do this together. Just close your eyes and take a deep breath in and let it out. And now in your mind's eye, just imagine that you are your future self, who's already manifested every single thing that their heart desires. Now you can think about those specific things that your future self has and visualize them in a particular home or location in the world. And it doesn't mean that that's necessarily what your future has to look like, but whatever it is that gives your future self that good feeling that you know in your heart that you crave and desire, you can visualize it for this practice. And keep breathing in and out in your own rhythm and timing. And pay attention to how your future self is feeling in their body. This is your highest potential future self. So this is someone who is at peace. They've already manifested everything their heart desires. They're in love with life. They're grateful and excited to be alive. And don't worrying about whether or not this is going to come true. Just focus for this specific period of time on how you feel at this moment. Don't worry about trying to sustain this feeling or what it means for you in the future. Just feel these good feelings in your body. And it's also likely that as you're doing this exercise, that you may start to have some ideas or insights come to you that aren't available to you as your present self. They're only available to your future self, but because you're embodying the energy of your future self, all of a sudden new ideas are entering your awareness. And there's a level of surrender here. Surrender the idea that your ego knows what's best for your future. Maybe your future self wants to tell you something. To stay open, to appreciate the life you're already living, to not rush ahead to the next step, but to realize the perfection in where you're at and to see how it fits into the greater picture of your life. And to remember that this happy future version of yourself is already guaranteed, so you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to manifest your desires. The good feeling that you want in the future is already here for you now. And when you feel this truth inside of your heart, you'll realize the miracle of your life as it is right now. So you can open your eyes when you're ready and just take a quick look around you, your surroundings, and notice if any of your perspective has shifted from before you did this visualization practice. Nothing in your environment has changed significantly in the last couple of minutes, but your feeling internally has shifted. And the whole purpose of this visualization is to show you that what you truly want is a feeling. It's not a specific thing. And so long as your mind believes that you need that specific thing to feel the way you want to feel, it'll always be just out of reach. This doesn't mean you shouldn't have goals, because it's fun to pursue goals and to grow and to even obtain those things in the outer world that our heart desires. But we don't need to wait until we have that thing or manifest that experience before we can feel the way we want to feel. And when you feel the way you want to feel now, it's more likely to be magnetized to you, because the outer world is a mirror for what you're experiencing within. And when you connect with those good feelings now, there will be less sense of urgency in your life. There'll be more trusting, more relaxing, more enjoying the present exactly as it is. Because our mind's idea of what our life needs to look like to make us happy is preventing us from being happy with the way our life already is. And so long as we keep chasing this ideal version of life that our minds created, we can't even see the heaven on earth that's already here. One of the best ways to see through the illusions of your world is to let go of appearances. It doesn't mean appearances aren't real, but they're not as they appear. And instead, focus on how you feel. If your heart feels happy and at peace, nothing in the outer world needs to change. And ironically, that's when everything changes. So I encourage you to do this visualization practice as often as you like. And just remember that the version of yourself who already feels the way you want to feel, who already has all the things your heart desires, exists now at this present moment. And by setting the intention and going through a visualization exercise that you can do on your own at any time, you can connect with this feeling. You can bring that feeling into the present moment. And that's where you change into the future version of yourself now, where the future version of yourself becomes the present version of yourself. And you realize that you're already that which you wish to become. And the journey's complete, and you can just allow your life to unfold from this point in the most beautiful and natural ways, without having to use effort or force to turn it into something that's not even as beautiful as what it already is. So that's it. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.